Folks, here we go. Time to go race IMCA stock cars and green flag. Chad Johnson in the 111 going to have the early advantage. Lauren Dearmond. Oh yeah. Justin Schweitzer right now into the third spot, with Steven Johnson just hanging out behind Morton. As mentioned, Bain here going into turn number 1 in a tight battle. It's Morton there in the 777. This all is a battle for 6th, and it is tight. Oh. Johnson making the move out of turn number 4, trying to get to the inside of Schweitzer. Unable to do it there, does not want to give up enough momentum to allow the one in of Johnson to make a move. Halfway. The battle you see here starting to brew up is the battle for 4th. That is Steven Johnson holding off the one-in machine of Nicholas Johnson. And they're still closing in on Justin Schweitzer. Now Schweitzer is 3rd, 5 laps to go. The battle for 3rd is going to be the one to watch here, with Schweitzer holding off Steven Johnson and Nicholas Johnson. I got a point. There's right now half the field has the last name Johnson. So if I just call everyone Johnson, I'm going to be right half the time. Steven Johnson diving to the inside. Is this move going to work? Continuing to look like a hard track to pass on here today. Look at that inside line. Schweitzer with the run off of 2, but the 26 might have what he needs here as the white flag flies for our leader. Battle continues on. They're going to have some contact, of course, as they look away out of turn number 4. Chad Johnson. Oh, there you are. Chad Johnson in the 111 takes the victory, and it looks like a flat right front tire for Steven Johnson's going to bring up his run on Schweitzer up early. Now, Martin did stay on the lead lap, so come on to the start-finish line, Martin.
Chad Johnson picks up the win. Chad Johnson right here picking up the win, leading every single lap of that 20-lap A main event feature. Chad Johnson, man, it's got to feel great picking up your first win. Look at that, getting the love from Mama right there. Man, congratulations. It's been a long 2021 racing season, man. You picked up the A main event victory right before we get into the Bud Nationals. Got to feel great.
Yeah, you know, I've been working all year on the point earned average to get that front row starting spot. So to have a good night really feels good. You know, I got to thank a lot of people. Got to thank my mom and dad, my wife Hope. Larry Burns built a hell of an engine for this thing. Finally get to thank him in front of everybody. I want to thank Matt Walker for helping us out. Tom, Gill's Transmission, he's helped us out more than anybody this year. None of my cars would be out here on the track if it wasn't for him. That guy helps me out more than anybody. Chet and Teresa, All It Up Graphics, RPM Collision Center, Stevie for all the help, and all my kids. I want to thank all you guys.
All right, now we got a family deal down here. We got the 26 machine. Steven Johnson picked up the track championship here tonight. I know it's a family affair with each and every one of you. We got some might melt down back there, but we got Steven Johnson picked up the track championship back there. Man, you got to feel a lot of pride, in the Johnson family racing right here.
Oh yeah, I mean he's a hell of a driver, hell of a competitor. I mean my kids are too. So when I'm out here racing with these guys, if I can finish in front of them, I'm doing something right. Lauren's out here. He's been running strong. He's fast. Schweitzer's been fast all year. So to finish up front in front of these guys, it feels good.
All right there, ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Chad Johnson.
As we get ready for the start. Bruce Hiroshima making a move in the number 5 machine up to the 2nd spot. Top 4 seem to be closing in on each other. We can have a good race here as we close in on the 1/4 mark of this race. Hiroshima up front. Perry in 2nd. Chuck West and West Evans. Oh, you see Perry making a move, trying to do something there with Hiroshima. Didn't work. Now Chuck West running a higher line than the rest of them, but that's going to open the door for West Evans in the 36 to make a move. Oh, we got debris. A big chunk of something on the front straightaway. Yellow flag is out. I don't know what that is. The fact that they're kicking it makes me think we got exhaust pieces. That's right. He's going for the goal. Oh! Big trouble at Bakersfield Speedway. Oh man, that so far was the biggest wreck of the night. Oh, we're getting a black flag. Who is it? Your leader. Bruce Hiroshima is the one who apparently is missing that piece, and he's getting the black flag. All right, Perry's going to lead us back to green. 6 laps in, 14 laps to go. Battle for second. Chuck West and West Evans. Good luck figuring out which one's which. Closing in on the halfway point of this 20-lapper. Battle for the lead into turn number 3. It's going to be shut down. Perry with a nice little defensive line there, but how much longer are you going to have that? Oh, yeah. 3 wide action into turn number 3 for the lead. Halfway, and what a move for the top spot. Scott Evans had kind of a slow rise to this one, but he's moved up to 4th and is now challenging for the 3rd spot. It'll be 3 laps to go as they get to the line. West Evans has opened it up over Chuck West, but the battle for 3rd has stayed heavy between Perry and Nevin. Who's going to be our podium finisher between these two? Nice move by Nevin there out of turn number 2. Carried the speed into turn number 3 and takes over the 3rd spot over Perry's number 20 machine. This time by, West Evans is going to see the white flag. Out of turn number 4, the 36, West Evans takes the victory at Bakersfield Speedway.
He can hear you now. Give it up for West Evans, ladies and gentlemen. West Evans, I know that was a little bit of calamity going on right there in that feature win, man. You had a good battle going on right there between you and Chuck West, man, but picking up another victory once again here in 2021. Congratulations.
It's great to be back here. You know, we picked up the first win here, and it's nice to finish it off the season here. Just can't thank the Schweitzer family and all the fans that do come out. We appreciate you guys, because without you guys, we shouldn't even be here.
You know, talk a little bit about the track. Typically, it's been like an up and down, you know, 2-groove racetrack. Right now, we got it locked down, very hooked up. You know, the temperature's coming down here in Bakersfield, California. It's been a great track.
Scott's done a heck of a job. This track is beautiful. I don't think we've ran on this kind of racetrack in quite a few years anywhere in the state. I got to take my hat off to Scott. And I just got to thank a couple sponsors: Super Clean, Methanol Moonshine, Aloha Ranch, you know, Bob Worth that builds these motors for me, and I just can't do it without them, and my dad and Bob that helped me. So I thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please give it up one more time for West Evans.
All right, this is a 25-lap main event to finish off the season for the Sport Mods at Bakersfield Speedway. Pugh with a great start there. I thought maybe he was going to over-rotate his way into turn number 1. Blankenship climbs over McKellar. And a lot of contact up front as well. So it's like, I'm taking the 2nd spot whether you guys like it or not. Climbing over a wheel like that, you got to wonder if McKellar's right front is having any issues or if Blankenship hit anything on his way down. Battle for 5th. It's Pugh and the 5B machine over McKellar. And then Blankenship there battling with Bannister, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And now we're going to throw Crawford into the mix as it all becomes a battle for 4th. The 47 machine of Brock Crawford leads the group as Pugh, that being Austin Pugh in the number 18A machine, leads the field. Blankenship and McKellar, looks like they're, you know, there comes a point where one driver's going to think the other one did something, typically. And for Blankenship, the way he got around McKellar, I'm thinking he's like, I got no patience. I'm not paying for any shins tonight. McKellar tried to make the move. Now it is possible that McKellar is having some kind of issue with the steering. We saw how fast McKellar was earlier in his heat race when he brought that thing into victory out in his heat as Brock Crawford tries to hold off Blankenship. McKellar with a huge run into turn number 3. Bannister's there. Yeah, this whole group's just not really been able to do anything with each other. You see the top three there going out of turn number 2. And now Blankenship clears Crawford. I'm excited to see, though, what's going to happen amongst these top 3. As we're going to have 10 laps to go as we cross the line. Austin Pugh is our leader. Mike Wells in the 77 machine in second. And that's John Piker in the 3rd spot trying to get by Wells. Wells holds him off. Ooh, it got really tight between Blankenship and Bannister in the battle for 4th, and that allows McKellar to close in. Piker's been working on Wells. That 28P, he's like, please, I just can't make it stick down here. Try it again. Probably going to have to, oh, look at Austin Pugh goes way wide. 3 wide for the lead in the second time we've seen that here in 2 main events. Oh, Pugh's going to go way wide. And John Piker goes from 3rd to 1st in a matter of 2 laps. Bummer for Austin Pugh. Either he hit a rut or he did it again there. This looks like his car's having trouble settling, and McKellar spins it out. Does not draw a yellow. And Pugh is, you can tell, just trying to drive it maybe beyond what his car wants to do. Trying desperately to stay ahead of Blankenship. Battle for 2nd behind, but the 28P machine of John Piker takes the white flag. 1 lap to go. And is Blankenship going to be able to do something? Mike Wells on the outside, the 7-7W, but it is Piker with the win. And Blankenship drives his way up to 2nd over Wells. Bannister 4th. Austin Pugh, Jason Pugh round out our cars that finished. 6 cars finished the race.
Here it is, one more Piker out of the car. Very happy, man, right here, picking up the win for the Baker Fabrication Razor Chassis. Right here in Bakersfield, California, inning 2021 points 9, man, in a beautiful fashion, picking up the victory, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, this thing's a rocket. I got to thank Baker guys. I think I blew up another motor, but the Bakers for letting me drive this thing. It's probably the fastest car I've ever driven, so it's a lot of fun.
I know you had you had your own car for a while down here in Bakersfield, California. I know these Baker boys picked you up. You guys went back to Boone and ran back in Iowa. Then you guys had some success and some trials and tribulations. But man, it's got to feel good come back here in hometown California to pick up a win.
Yeah, I guess when you go to Iowa, they don't like how we play here in Bakersfield because I got in trouble a few times. But it's all good. We have fun. We race hard. We don't take anybody's crap, you know, and we had a blast, and we learned a few things. We come back, and we're 2 for 2, bud.
That's got to be a good thing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time. John Piker.
6 cars ready to go for 20 laps of mini stock action. And we go green. Gonzalez to the inside of Jamar. And way wide goes the 25. Yeehaw! Some door slamming there with Rosales. That was Clinton Duncan making the move on the outside. Some more slamming. And we got 3 cars racing for the lead and 2 cars potentially trying to wreck each other. Yeehaw, Duncan! Duncan and Wolford have contact. It was significant. And the 74 machine of Joe Rogers Jr. takes the lead. Oh, turn your car. Oh, the 25. That car started darting towards the wall. And it looked like Duncan was going to take it down. Got it turned, but lost some time to the leader. All right, here we go. The battle for 4th. It's intense. Rosales takes it away. 13 laps to go when they cross the line. Rogers leads over Duncan and Wolford. Rogers still leading, but a little bit of smoke coming out of the 74 at this point. And Rosales had gotten by Jamar, but these two haven't broken away from each other either. But I think Rosales might be having an issue. Oh, yeah. I'm still not sure, but I'm guessing that the 13 might have an issue. We've blown 3 engines here today. I think we got fluid on the track as Jamar gets way sideways in it. Caution. 10 laps in, halfway through the mini stock main event. In fact, Jamar Jamar is being scored as the leader. Up front, these three. Let's watch the smoke here on Sweet Child of Mine's car. See the smoke. Hard to tell where it may be coming from. With 2 laps to go, Duncan's closing in big time to Rogers in the 74. And they are both closing in big time to the lapper, Jamar in the 6. White flag in the air. Is it going to be Duncan or is it going to be Rogers? Jamar gets sideways in front of your leaders. Duncan throws it in one last time. Oh, Jamar. It's going to be Joe Rogers Jr. in the 74 machine taking the win.
Ladies and gentlemen, he can hear you now. Give it up for Joe Rogers Jr. Batting 500 the second time you've been here in 2021. You pick up a victory, man. It's got to feel great.
It feels great. And even more importantly, my teammate, Brandon Wolford, won the championship. That guy.
That guy right there, he did pick up the championship. He's picked up multiple wins here in 2021, man. It's got to feel good. I mean, a sister car coming out here doing well. You know, it's the first time you've been in victory lane here. I mean, you got to thank a lot of people here.
I got to thank everybody. First and foremost, I thank God. I thank my brothers and my family, the Wolford family, for helping me keep my car together. We worked till like 3:30 this morning. And then we had to work on it when we got to the track. And without them, I wouldn't even been on the track. So I thank all my family and my Wolford friends.
I know you have to have, like, you have a lot of family and friends. Do you have any sponsors that help you back here? Any companies, anything like that to help you on the 74 machine?
No, not. We're looking for sponsorship. We got a big black shiny hood, looking for a little bit of help as we got a long drive, really expensive. So keep that in mind, guys.
There you go, right there. That's Joe Rogers Jr. picking up the feature win tonight.
Let's go race an IMCA modified main event. Manning on the inside of Wise. This was a competitive heat race that these drivers had earlier. Jerry Flippo, the number 13 machine, certainly continuing to just gain more and more confidence with his ability. As seen making it to the main event in Boone. Here's your field. Talked about the competitiveness, at least, of these 5 cars. Everyone's still right together. Flippo goes a little wide. Gonzalez saw an opportunity to peek to the inside. Not going to get there. Battle for second. Jerry Flippo touches the rear bumper of Manning. A track that has proven to be a difficult one to pass on here tonight. Chasing after him is this guy. Manning. Donald, a little sideways there, almost got it too sideways. He's trying to fly like a bird. Flap those wings, Gonzalez. Oh my goodness, did Manning throw it in that time. I thought for a second we were about to lose both of the top 2. Manning, I don't know if Wise tried something a little different and Manning also tried something different. That just looks so dramatic. Look at how hard Manning's throwing it in and making it stick, mind you. He's actually gaining time doing this. But what is he going to do when he gets there? Oh, lost some time there on exit of turn number 2. So you got to do it again. And I really feel like if he could just keep his car pinned on the line that he's got it on. Oh, contact between your top 3, being Manning from second, getting turned by Flippo in the 13, and I think the second yellow of the night, or third. Whatever it was, it didn't look like he had the best entry into turn 1, or he was trying something new, and Flippo was not able to accommodate for that. As we go green, Flippo immediately gets by McDonald. Manning's also going to try and do it. Flippo probably just wants a car between him and the 51 right now. Now it's Gonzalez in second, challenging for the lead. McDonald's like, all right, all right, all right. You got angry drivers coming through the field. Oh, Gonzalez really threw it in there in turn number 3. The car bounced. White flag in the air for the 5W of Larry Wise. The last lap of regular season competition here at Bakersfield Speedway. Thank you all for your support in 2021. Out of turn number 4, Larry Wise takes the win in the IMCA Modifieds.
Larry Wise getting it done in the Vanderbilt chassis. Is this the first time in the Vanderbilt chassis here in 2021? second time here in 2021, man. Your first victory of the year, man. It's got to feel great going right into the Budweiser Nationals. I know it's a little bit of a light card count, but, man, it's still got to feel good to finish in front of this field.
Yeah, it definitely does feel good to get a win, even though we only had 6 cars. But I don't care if there's 2 here, man. I'd hold this trophy up and smile bigger than you can imagine. This is a fun track, not a crate motor track, but I knew how important getting out there on the start was and getting the lead, because it was hard to pass in the heat race, and it's awesome.
Yeah, you had that 51G. You had Gav Manning all over your backside, man. Showed his nose to you a few times over there in turns 1 and 2. You just stayed dedicated to the top side, rolled that top, and, man, you were super silky smooth all night long, man. Congratulations once again on that win.
All right, thank you. Thanks. I want to thank Robbie, Dalton, Dan, my wife, Dick Shepard, everybody that helps me. Hopefully we can get rolling. This is like my 11th race in 5 years, so plan on running a whole season next year and try to be more competitive.
There you go right there, ladies and gentlemen. One more time, Larry Wise picking up the win.